Hey, welcome everyone. Happy Monday afternoon here in the Pacific Northwest. I just wanted to pop on this morning or this afternoon, now it is already, to just do a brief introduction to the free offering that I am um, going to be sharing here on my Facebook business page for the next 10 days. Um, I have just been really touched at a deep level in the past month or so as a participant in different coaching groups and communities, um, hearing about the loss of life. Um, and it's just been a really uh, powerful reminder and awakening process of what's at stake. And so I felt called in my heart to offer this 10 days of free content starting tomorrow from my signature course called A Force of Nature. And it's really a little window into the work that I do with my coaching clients and the remembering of who we are in our essence and a reclaiming of it as our birthright. It's who we are. And I think yesterday or the day before I posted that comic about um, one of the man saying to a woman in this case, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. You know, I think you're a bit too much. And she says, well, then go look for less. And um, and so at this point in time, it's really become a rising in my consciousness that this work is more important than ever for people to remember the truth of who they are. Because when we get caught up in our um, inherited narratives, the stories that we've been given about our smallness, about what we can and can't do, who we get to be, that those stories are like living in a prescribed prison of somebody else's making. And so for the next 10 days, starting tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, for a little under an hour each day, I'm going to be coming on to share with you some ways of thinking, some practices, some tools that you can apply to your own life in transforming the way that you relate to yourself, how you see yourself, and what's possible, which is the biggest gift that I can think of, the most priceless gift of you, for instance, getting to embrace the fullness of who you are, like to have that permission to begin relating to yourself in a way that is based on love and freedom and possibility, to have the frameworks to receive and acknowledge your own magnificence, your brilliance, and the possibilities that become available through you, and just being here on the planet. Because I think that it's not even that I know, I feel it in my heart that if people truly knew their value and what they offer and provide for those around them, that and they wouldn't allow themselves to get caught up in stories of smallness, of powerlessness, of helplessness, of depression, of all the things that are many people's undoing. And so I invite you to put it on your calendar right now. Even if you can't attend the lives, put it on your calendar sometime in the day where you can come and you can watch the replays and you can participate and you can comment and you can reflect for yourself, um, and to receive the gift that you are. This is a unprecedented time on the planet, Of course, each new day is, but it's all dependent on how you show up for it. And if you're restricted or you're in pain or you're playing small or you don't know who you really are, then it's very challenging to show up fully. So I hope you can join me. I look forward to seeing you here for the next 10 days for a little snapshot into my 3K course of Force of Nature. And I just mention the cost of the course because I want you to know that I value you and that I'm providing this 10 days of content as a gift from my heart to you. And you know, it's one thing to show up salesy, but you know, every single one of us is um, compensated in one way or the next for the value that we provide, for the service that we give. And most people are used to paying corporations versus um, actually seeing each person as a valuable asset individually, no matter what service they provide. And so, well, we don't mind going to pay, you know, Netflix, whatever, monthly because they entertain us. You know, we might see somebody coming on live as a coach, you know, providing their service and think, oh, well, they just want to get paid, for example. And it's not really about getting paid, it's about providing. Like being in the position that I'm in now, I have the opportunity to provide valuable services for people in a way that working for, say, the public school system would not allow me because I was a little restrained in that role about what I could and couldn't say, what I could share, um, and um, and so it's given me a whole new level of freedom to provide things for people that are extremely useful to their mental and emotional health, for people that really want it, you know, people that really are ready to step into a new way of being. They're ready to transform their life. They're ready to receive the gifts and their talents in a way that perhaps they might not have been before. So I'm sending you all my love. I hope you are well, whenever corner of the world that you're listening to this in. And I hope that I can see you for the next 10 days for a Force of Nature. Um, Little snapshot, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Put it on your calendar. Please join me. I'd love to connect to see how you're doing in your life. What's going on for you? What are your biggest obstacles and challenges? And what are your greatest joys? So I'll see you tomorrow. Starting day one, we're going to look at this concept of identity. What is it? And how do we get to participate in determining that what that is for us? All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day and bye for now.